Hi, beautiful beings. Just wanted to share a few thoughts with you on the power of perspective for video blog number 3. Um, so something that's transformed my life over the last couple of years really has been this understanding, and it comes from 1 Corinthians 13, that love believes the best. So, it's very easy in life, and I know I fall trapped to it all the time, is that when somebody does something to me, they cut me off in traffic, they give me a look, they don't say hi, they refuse a handshake, or or whatever the case may be, like they do something that we is wrong. We tell a story in our head, and then we like, well, they're just mean, they're just not nice, they're just and all these things, when usually the story that we're telling is wrong. At least that's been my experience. And so love seeks to actually tell the best story and to assume the best about people beforehand, because then you can actually come towards them and you can love them and you can understand them and you can hear them and not react against them, or get offensive or defensive. So a few examples of how that perspective plays out and helps us come towards each other and care for each other better is that, one, I have a friend who was talking to me about a renter, and the renter kind of pushing past the due date that the rent was due, and saying, well, it's no big deal, right? It's just a day. You don't need to charge me the late fees, right? And that, said that was something that had happened before with other renters. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, and showing empathy and feeling empathy, but also partially thinking, well, I have renters and have never had that problem before, so that's kind of weird. But then it all flipped and changed when she shared that that's not an uncommon problem just in life for her, that in life as an experience she feels, especially men, like pushing the edges, pushing the borders, because they see her as weaker as a female and less likely and more likely to give them what they want, whereas they wouldn't even ask, me for the rent to be extended because that's not even on the table, whereas it is with her. So that just kind of changed it all for me and helped remind me of how the difference that we have in power and prestige and status and stuff like that, just because of our sex. And so a macro story about that is, we think of slavery and we think of it in the United States as a dead issue, a done issue. We had the Civil War 150 plus years ago. It's over. There's no more slaves. When the real truth, even though there's less slaves in the U.S. than then, the truth is there's more slaves in the world now than ever before. There's the most slaves now in the history of ever. So his slavery is a problem in the world, still slaves in the United States, but it's a massive problem in the world, like they made more money than Microsoft, at least a few years ago. I don't know if that's still true. So that's kind of the macro level, and when we learn that perspective shift, then we can start to do something about it, help organizations that combat it or heal people from it or whatnot, free people from it. So just a third, back to the micro example perspective, is I'm a yoga teacher and having an arm balance workshop with a friend of mine, and we actually tried it once and nobody came, and we had flyers, and the flyers show us like not doing massively complex arm balance poses, but like kind of rocking the arm balance pose, and that's just the only pictures on there. And so then we're talking with this about other instructors, and the other instructors, well, that can be intimidating because arm balancing can be scary to lots of people. And so if you don't make verbiage that's super soft in the approach of making it seem super friendly and easy, and even like show a picture or two of something super simple that anybody could do, then you're going to automatically turn people off, because they're just going to see the arm balance, they're going to see the pictures and assume that's never going to be me, I won't get into it, I won't be able to do it. And so perspective, like I didn't even think of the pictures, as being intimidating. I didn't think to include something more simple. I didn't think to change some of the verbiage to make it more friendly. So that perspective shift helps us love other people better, helps us care for each other better, helps us understand each other better. So just my hope for us is these few stories, these few thoughts inspire us to listen more, to be curious more, to understand people better, so that we can care and share also. You gotta share, give your part for people to get your perspective also, but so that we can care for each other better, love each other better, come towards each other better. So I hope that helps. Much love to you all. Grace and peace. Have a beautiful day.